up, everybody? Y'all come on in. Come on in. What's up, Sherry? Y'all come on in. We're gonna get started. Come on in. We're gonna give him another few minutes. Now come on in. We're gonna get it started. We're gonna give him another minute and then we're gonna get started. What's up, MN Lover? What's up, Ebony? All right. How about we get started? They'll come in when they get in. Let's see here. The topic of the day is a well talked about topic, actually. Everybody been wanting to know, like, what was Turtle Island? Like, what was this dimension? You see what I'm saying? This realm, this way of life. You see what I'm saying? And the purposes of this lecture is to give you some insight on what that life was like. You see what I'm saying? Now, why was it called Turtle Island? It was actually based off an indigenous myth of the great mother Nakomi, who would go on to create the children of Turtle Island by the name of the Anishinaabe. And she used the great turtle, or the world turtle, as it's called, to create this this new earth. You see what I'm saying? This new earth. So from that point on, our ancestors called it Turtle Island for that reason. Now, who were the people of Turtle Island? We already know. It's the indigenous black man, woman, and child of America, or the American black woman, man, and child of today. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, these were the people. You see what I'm saying? But why the turtle? You see what I'm saying? Why that turtle energy? Why is it the turtle over here? Whereas in a lot of places on the planet, it's the serpent. You know, in Norse mythology, it's the world serpent that holds up the Yggdrasil, which is the tree of life in Norse mythology. Well, if Yggdrasil holds up the tree of life in Norse mythology, then in indigenous mythology, the tree of life is being held up by the world turtle. You see what I'm saying? So what does the turtle represent spiritually? What is the spiritual principles? It represents stability. It represents relaxation. It represents stillness. And it represents fortitude, right? Now, what were some of the ancient names of Turtle Island? You see what I'm saying? What were some of the ancient names of Turtle Island? You had Utala, which is Utala, which is what the Lemurians called Turtle Island. And we were known to them as the Utalians. For the Atlanteans, we were known as the Atlanteans. You see what I'm saying? Atlan, my bad. Atlanteans. You see what I'm saying? And we just refer to ourselves most of the time as the Tertullians. You see what I'm saying? Because this was Turtella to us. You see what I'm saying? Just one of the little nicknames we gave it. We also refer to ourselves as the ancient mound builders, because when you look at a turtle and you look at the mounds, most of our mounds are circular. And a lot of our mounds resemble the turtle. You see what I'm saying? So that's where we got the design from. We got it from studying the turtle. You see what I'm saying? So what you're going to see a lot in this lecture here is how we are still deeply connected to that turtle energy. You see what I'm saying? So this not, and you're going to see why I call this the way of the turtle. You see what I'm saying? So now there are 12 major bloodlines to the planet Earth originally. 12 original bloodlines to the planet Earth. And in North America, we were known as the house. I don't like to say the word tribe because, you know, when they say tribe, they like to slap the word uncivilized, you know, savages to it. So I'm gonna use the word house. You see what I'm saying? Our house was known as the house of Judah in the Bible, but it's really the house of Hudah, Hudah, which is why which made sense because our magical system was known as hoodoo, or that was one of the names for, or hoodoo. You see what I'm saying? Just one of the names. And of course we had deities, but a lot of our deities got destroyed doing Manifest Destiny, actually. When a motherfucker just felt the need to just come to our planet, just run rampant across our country, destroying, pillaging, murdering, and plundering. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happened with a lot of our deities. Now, let's talk about some of the apparel. You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about some of the apparel that we wore, because a lot of the technologies and a lot of techniques we use and a lot of things we created were based off the turtle. We had what you like called turtlebacks or backpacks today, or book bags today. We wore stuff like that. The ladies wore they wore like like the little hand turtle handbags. They was made out of turtle. That they resembled turtle leather or whatever. They had designs on them. So handbags and stuff like that. And we wore turtle shell necklaces, stuff like that. See what I'm saying? So this was a prominent energy in this area. You see what I'm saying? This was a big prominent energy. And I'm gonna go back to the mythos. Now, Nakomi got pregnant by Kichi Manitou, which was the creator in that story, right? Now, the Anishinaabe, he referred to them as the good beings or the soul beings. You see what I'm saying? Now, I want to discuss the root word for Anishinaabe, which is Ani. Now, Ani is actually the feminine aspect of God, whereas Anu is the male aspect of God. And just the word A-N, is the God behind the gods or the creator. You see what I'm saying? So that's the So a lot of energy over here was feminine energy on the Western Hemisphere, whereas it was masculine energy on the Eastern Hemisphere. Because you look at a lot of their stories and a lot of their histories and events over there, that shit was explosive. You see what I'm saying? That shit was off the chain. You see what I'm saying? Like, they was doing all type of crazy shit over there. But over here, our stories are a lot more laid back, a lot more subtle. It's in the subtleties of what we teach. You see what I'm saying? So you see this a lot. This feminine energy, this great mother energy that thrives over here. And they've been trying to kill that energy, but it did not work, because now the great mother is rising again. The feminine energy is rising out again over here. So this cabal, these elites, they failed at that, and now they know they failed at that, because they trying to figure out ways to suppress it, and everything they're doing is starting not to work more and more. You see what I'm saying? So now, so since how you got all this going on, just a little bit. Oh, another thing I want to touch on, the martial arts. Oh, we gotta touch on the martial arts. You see what I'm saying? We gotta touch on the martial arts, cause they picture us as weak in these mythos that they created, but this is untrue. Our martial arts were known as the turtle arts or the shell defenses. You see what I'm saying? The shell defenses, and which is interesting, because they will manifest later in boxing as what? The Philly shell defense. You see what I'm saying? You put your hand here, because that's where your pressure point at. If you get hit by 6 pounds, you get knocked to the ground. You see what I'm saying? So that was one of our styles. Then you got the peekaboo style. That was more of a fast style of ours. When we was in motion. Then you got slip and slide and various other boxing styles. But that wasn't the biggest of our arts. The biggest of our arts would come later on when they had took over the system, and we went underground with a lot of our arts, and they dragged a lot of they did drag a lot of Africans over here, and we fused our indigenous turtle arts with their African Bantu arts. And that will manifest down timeline as 52 blocks. You see what I'm saying? 52 blocks. Now, 52 Blocks is our own indigenous martial art. Y'all can check it out. You know, shoot. And a lot of, because boxing didn't originate here. It originated in England. But 52 Blocks originated here. You see what I'm saying? Because that was part of our shell defense. And we upgraded boxing because they was about to outlaw boxing. They was about to get rid of that shit because it became too brutal. But we upgraded boxing with a lot of our self-defense techniques. You see what I'm saying? Fitted shell, peekaboo. You know, these are all actual names of the martial art of techniques in the 52 Blocks. So you gonna see this. You know, it was a long line that of martial arts that we've been practicing for millions of years. You see what I'm saying? So the turtle style. You see what I'm saying? So you seeing that every indigenous group on the planet has animal that they mainly take out the, whether it's the kangaroo in Australia, there's many of them in Asia. Shit, it's too many to name. Shit, in Africa you had lions and the cheetahs and the leopards. In Europe, not too familiar with Europe's animals like that, but quite sure they had theirs too. And in South America, they had the beetles, and they took out a lot of those particular animals. You see what I'm saying? Insects, whatever. So everybody had their animal that they resonated with. You see what I'm saying? So this up here was no different. It was the turtle for us. You see what I'm saying? So our martial arts, you know, black people don't like to get hit in the face. That was thanks to our fitted shell defense revolves around it. And where do we learn that from? We learn that from the turtle. When the turtle is threatened or attacked, what does he do? He retreats into his shell. You see what I'm saying? And that's the defense. That's an ultimate defense, because you knock around the shell, it's hard to penetrate that. You see what I'm saying? It takes a great force of will and hatred to crack a turtle shell. You see what I'm saying? You gotta really hate the turtle to fucking take the time out there to crack that shell. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we dealing with here, and a lot of our other arts, like our weapon arts, because you know we dealt mainly with the axe over here. You know, axes, spears, tomahawks, the bow and arrow. You see what I'm saying? So the axes, you know, that's what you're gonna see with a lot of indigenous people. And we had styles for that. You know, you see the Native Americans, they dance like this a lot, but that's actually a martial style where they slang the tomahawk, and it also trains them in, you know, axe fighting. You see what I'm saying? So fighting with the axe. So that it's all, you know, part of one big event. You see what I'm saying? And even the bow and arrow, we taught our people over here archery by teaching them, you know, when the turtle duck in, you know, that's you pulling back. But when the turtle pop his head out, that's you shooting the arrow. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that was a lot of references that we use. Also magic. You know, we got to talk about the magic. We had a system called magical passes, which were a series of techniques, sort of like our version, the indigenous version of qigong with Tai Chi. You can get that book actually. It's called by Carlos Castaneda, and it's called Magical Passes. And it's, you know, like an indigenous Tai Chi, qigong or whatever, and it's designed to generate the life force through your body, so you have the energy to fuel your spells and all the you know, your magical practices or whatever. So of course, since we were warrior shamans, battle mages, it was not hard that we fought differently over here. That's why when you hear the stories of how we fought, it's so unique versus how everybody else fought across the planet. Most people across the planet use swords and, you know, spears most of the time. But when they got out here, motherfuckers was throwing axes at their ass. They ain't never seen that shit before. Like, who the fuck throws an axe? You see what I'm saying? Throwing tomahawks at them. Like, who the fuck does that? You see what I'm saying? So this is what we dealing with here. This was our people. This was their energy. You see what I'm saying? Another thing, you know, the names. You know, Big Bear, Little Bear. You know, that was just unique names that we had. You see what I'm saying? That we gave each other for doing unique shit with animals. Cause animism got kicked up under the bus for real. When we got into this society. So we lost a lot of our connection with the animals. You know, we used to fucking ride bears. You see what I'm saying? Big Bear. You see what I'm saying? He got the name Big Bear, riding the Big Bear. You see what I'm saying? He got the name, his son riding with him, and he got the name Little Bear. You see what I'm saying? Because he rode the Little Bear along with his dad. You see what I'm saying? You know, motherfuckers was riding wolves and shit. They call him Wolfman. You see what I'm saying? You see where these names coming from? You know, shit, motherfuckers was somebody caught one nigga talking to an eagle. Shit. So he called him Loud Eagle or some shit. You see what I'm saying? You see how this work? So this is what's going on here. The names, this is the energy. Another thing that you gonna notice here, here is another thing you gonna notice with these motherfuckers. They did a real good job, a real good job. And in this society here, in this false society that we living in, this fake society we living in, they did a real good job at creating a society that goes completely against our natural state, our natural way. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to give y'all some examples here. I'm gonna give y'all the natural state first, and then I'm gonna give y'all the unnatural state or the opposition that they created. Now, the natural state of the black man, woman, and child was, you know, they like to chill. They was chilling. You know, they was just that type of people. You know, you study a turtle. What turtles do? They relax. They chill. They conserve their energy until they need it the most. You see what I'm saying? They did what they need to do with it, then they relax for the rest of the day. See what I'm saying? So chilling. Well, this society is doing the opposite of that. They got you working hard. I mean, really hard. I mean, motherfuckers is working, what, 10, 12, 14-hour shifts now? That's what they got motherfuckers working? Burnt out. And it's going to get worse because the society is starting to crumble. So it's hard to keep people now because people going out of businesses. And when you are there, they trying to get as much energy out of you as possible now. So they give you long hours, 12, 14 hours. Hell, 14 hours, shit, you got them 10 hours left in the day. You see what I'm saying? And shit, take an hour to get home. Take another hour, take a shower. So shit, you just drop in the bed after that. So you see what's going on here? So they got you working hard, or slaving, as we say in the hood. They got us slaving around here with these jobs, these plantations, as Jermaine and Siobhan would say. Shit, these plantations. You see what I'm saying? So that goes against our natural energy, working hard. Now, we always work smart. We ain't never worked this hard ever in existence. You see what I'm saying? So that energy was definitely created to go against you. Next, we were always nature based. You know, we was always in tune with nature. You know, we love the trees, we love the animals. We always love the world around us because it's a reflection of both Mother Earth and the Creator. You see what I'm saying? So they took us out of that with the opposition with this corrupted technological based society we living in. Ain't nothing wrong with technology, but how they're using technology is fucked up, of course. See what I'm saying? They going against because their technology, it goes against nature. Whereas our technology, their technologies work against us. You see what I'm saying? They technologies is designed to corrupt us and the world, as you've seen. You see what I'm saying? Now, the next thing we had was balance. You see what I'm saying? We was a balanced people. You know, both intuition and logic and reason, right? But this society don't want you fucking with your intuition. They only want you to be strictly logical. You see what I'm saying? Just a dry ass calculating motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what they want you to be. Now, the next thing we had was knowing. You know, we would know clear cognizance, knowing without knowing. We could know some shit and not even have studied it because we just had that gift. You see what I'm saying? Well, they introduced to counter that. They introduced the concept of belief. Now they got you believing, which anytime you believe in something, it always gonna breed a certain level of uncertainty. You're not sure about this, or you're not sure about that. It's always gonna breed that. You see what I'm saying? You always not gonna be sure of what's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? Now, the next thing nature masonry. We nature masonry. We were natural builders. Our technologies was in harmony with nature. Our architecture and buildings were in harmony with nature. Everything we created went worked for and with Mother Earth, made her stronger, and it made us stronger. Well, they produce an opposition they call artificial masonry. Well, their technology goes against, like I said earlier, their technology goes against us. You see what I'm saying? So everything they do is artificial, corrupt, and you see that in society. What they promote, sex bots. They promote all type of artificial shit that goes against nature. You see what I'm saying? All type of artificial shit that goes against nature. So you better believe that. So everything that they build is gonna always go against nature because they don't give a fuck about nature or this planet. They actually like that you suffer. They feed off that shit. They shows you the Skeksis and the dark crystal. They feed off your energy, your melanin. You see what I'm saying? So they want you oppressed and suppressed because that releases adrenochrome in your body, and they love to feed off that fluid, that fear once it's in your body. You see what I'm saying? Next, we were highly magical people, highly spiritual. We was probably some of the most spiritual people on the planet. Shit. Like all the motherfuckers that was on the same level as us was goddamn ancient Egypt, ancient Nubia, then Samaria. You see what I'm saying? So we was some of the most magical people here. You see what I'm saying? So since we were so gifted magically, they had to create something to go against it. And what did they create? They created a mechanical based society where, you go to work 12 hours a day, no questions asked. And, they drain you of your energy. That's mechanical there. You see what I'm saying? You're an automaton to them, a robot. Just a worker bee to fuel their fucking society. You see what I'm saying? That's how they got you now. You see what I'm saying? So it's mechanical now. So they this big business for them. So this mechanical shit is happening. What up, John? So you seeing this a lot. You seeing this a lot. This mechanical shit got you burnt out. Man, they want you burnt out. They want you tired, exhausted. Because if you tired and exhausted, then you're not doing anything to better yourself, which is exactly what you want. They want you to continue to be a worker bee. Next, we were a practical people, which means we dealt with the principles of what is. You see what I'm saying? Or which was reality based. What is happening in the now? And we dealt with what was going on in the now. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So that's how we dealt with their life. You see what I'm saying? That's how we always dealt with life. We dealt in reality and what was going on in existence as we can see it, as we perceived it. You see what I'm saying? But now they countered that with, through hardships in this society, through a lot of fucking bullshit that they did to us, we became emotional, which dealt with the principle of what if. And what if dealt with fear. You see what I'm saying? It dealt with fear. Because what if this happened? What if that happened? When you got those questions in your head, it makes you not want to do nothing. It shuts you down. So until you conquer those what ifs in your mind, then they know you won't do nothing. So that's why he made you emotional. And of course, when you was practical, you was fearless because you dealt in the now. You dealt in what was going on. So of course you was working with animals. Of course you was working with spirits and deities. Of course you was doing all this because you was fearless. That didn't scare you back then. You was putting in the work. You see what I'm saying? You was living your life. But their counter to their fearlessness was to make you feel full by making you emotional and putting you into the what if principle. Whereas when you was fearless, they knew you was in what is. They had to take that your ability to perceive reality away from you. Now you're not perceiving reality. You just create what if scenarios in your imagination that may or may not happen. You see what I'm saying? So that made you feel full. You see what I'm saying? So that's how they find you there. Now, next, we children of the root chakra. because Mount Shasta is Earth's root chakra. So now the root chakra gives you a balance of both life and survival skills, right? Well, how they counter that is, when you dealing in life, you're dealing in what life has to offer you, which is creativity, problem solving, uh, artists, creating works of art. You see what I'm saying? All type of cool things, creating new technology. That's what living is. Creating. Living is creating. See what I'm saying? Well, they made sure to create a society that kept you in a state of survival. Because survival, you ain't creating. You just doing whatever it takes to make it to the next day. That's how they want you living. They want you living day to day instead of working on creating and doing many things that you always dreamed of doing. Now they want you surviving. They want you dealing with day-to-day bullshit and living day to day and just working for them while you burn yourself out and do your time here as this version of yourself. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. So those are just some of the natural state versus the unnatural state that they created for you in this society. And it goes, and so you just studying the society, observing the society, you see now everything here goes against you in every which way possible. They try to create as many different energies, anti-energies that work against you, your natural state, as they try to keep you as far away from your natural state as possible. You see what I'm saying? So since people are waking up now, they turn up. They turn up the pressure with a lot of these anti-energies. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, they got you working 10, 12, 14 hours. When just 100 years ago, you can work 8 hours and support your whole family. You see what I'm saying? You can work with 8 hours, and only the man needed to work. The woman didn't even need to work. So the man can work for 8 hours a day, bring home a nice income, and support his whole family for the rest of his life. You see what I'm saying? So this is what they taking from you. They took that natural way of life from you. So there you go. I just want to let you know where we at right now. As far as this society versus when we was in our society doing our own thing, living our own natural state. See what I'm saying? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the turtle force. What is the turtle force? The turtle force is based off the principle, be still, but be ready. Which is how a lot of us think. Be still, but be ready. You see what I'm saying? Don't go out there doing no crazy shit, but be ready for some shit to pop off in a given moment. You see what I'm saying? That's how a lot of us think anyway. Hey, you gotta think that way anyway in this society because of what's going on. So the turtle force was a powerful principle that we learned from it, and has proven to help us out on many different occasions while we've been locked down in this society. You see what I'm saying? So now let's talk about some of the media. We talked about how we living, what we was doing, who we were, while we was creating this, while we creating that, what gave us the ambition, what gave us the idealism. We talked about all that. We talked about our martial arts. We talked about some of our mythos. Now, let's talk about modern day media. One of the biggest characters you're going to see that represents that this turtle energy is Captain America. Why Captain America? What does Captain America look like? His ass look like a turtle when he wears his suit, right? He looks like a turtle. No lie. And he looks like a turtle. And since he looks like a turtle, he acts like a turtle and walks like a turtle. So it's not too far to believe that Captain America's shield is the turtle shield. Now, the most powerful thing they did in the last Avengers movie, which was Endgame, he passed the turtle shield or the turtle energy back to the black man or Heru or the Falcon, because he was literally the Falcon. So he was literally Heru in this movie, because a lot of these movies like Marvel, superhero movies like Marvel and Star Wars, stuff like that, they don't use no filters. They just let you know what it is. You see what I'm saying? They're not even holding back. So this is one of those situations where he passed the shield to the Falcon. You see what I'm saying? And everybody was like, why not Bucky? Why not the Winter Soldier? Because he represented the old world, the Piscean energy. Hell. So Captain America, who also dealt with the Piscean energy, passed the shield, the turtle shield, to the Falcon, Heru. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So he passed the shield to so he could bring forth the new Aquarian age, because they about to go into the space age now for the fourth arc. You see what I'm saying? So they had to set it up right. So they had to get it right. And what's on the shield and on his chest? The 5-star pinnacle. Now, why the 5-star pinnacle? Now, this is where we get into the baddest turtle movies / TV shows that they dropped in the last few years, and that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series saga. They've been dropping this shit since the late 80s. Yeah, I had some of the cartoons in the early 90s. Shit. And these turtles were just little small turtles, and they was exposed to this ooze, this mutagen, which happens to be green, heart chakra, and it was called TGRI. And when they was exposed to this chemical, it upgraded them. You know, they became aware. They became sentient. You see what I'm saying? At first, they were just animalistic. You see what I'm saying? They became sentient. They became aware, and they became, the new guys on the block. Now, they just the Ninja Turtles ain't nothing but the black man and the black woman, because they're not just 4 Ninja Turtles. There are 5 Ninja Turtles. But I noticed they haven't put the lady Ninja Turtle in there since I was a kid. You see what I'm saying? That was the last time they put the lady Ninja Turtle in the movies. Now, here we go. All the Ninja Turtles, when they're together, represents the 5 elements. You see what I'm saying? So Donatello, he represents, his intelligence. He represents the element air. Michelangelo, he represents earth. Raphael, he fiery, so he represents fire. And Leonardo represented water. Well, the woman, the goddess, represented, her name was Venus de Milo, and she represented ether, magic. You see what I'm saying? Why does she represent magic? Unlike her brothers, she didn't know ninjutsu, but she knew magic because she was trained by a wizard. You see what I'm saying? Now it's funny, they telling you the game because they named the brothers all after artists. Donatello is an artist. Michelangelo is an artist. Raphael and Leonardo da Vinci are artists. You see what I'm saying? And of course, Venus is the Roman goddess of love. So they telling you what it is. Like, this is an art, the turtle art. You see what I'm saying? The turtle arts, like I've been saying. That's why he named them all out of artists. And they gave you the goddess of love. You see what I'm saying? Because, love is the heart chakra, because they was all green. You see what I'm saying? We're dealing with the heart. And the heart deals with earth. Because that's what really Earth's real name is. Mother Heart. Not just Mother Earth. You see what I'm saying? The heart chakra. So they know they tell you what they doing. And Master Splinter, he was a rat. So he was an American guy. But his ancestor, the muskrat was actually in the creation mythos with the turtle and 2 other animals, and he was the only one that could reach that made it to the bottom of the ocean to get the soil of creation, which we all know the soil of creation is melanin. And he gave it to the Great Mother so she can create the new world, or the current world that we in right now. So, since how he was the muskrat and he died for getting that soil. He died. She brought him back to life though, but since he died, he represents the principle of sacrifice. So of course, what's Master Splinter doing in these TMNT movies? He sacrificed. You see what I'm saying? Teaching them, doing whatever he can to raise them to be the best beings and warriors they could be. You see what I'm saying? So there y'all go. I just wanted to take some time out to let y'all know, like, what we was really doing over here, how we was really living. Like, we had great civilizations. All these major cities y'all see, New York City, Miami, Los Angeles, Shit, New York City, what about Old York City? You see what I'm saying? Like, there was a whole indigenous tribe there, a whole indigenous civilization there. One of the baddest ones uh, in America, or at that time, Utah or Atlan, whatever name you want to use, that they had. You see what I'm saying? I forget the name. I think it was like Manhattan. I think it was the Manhattan indigenous people. Don't quote me on that. I may be saying it wrong, but yeah, y'all see what I'm saying. So Miami, that was the Yamashi. You had Birmingham, which dealt with the Creeks and the Seminole. You had Los Angeles, the Khalifa. You see what I'm saying? Louisiana, the Washita or the Wichita. Up in the northern area, the Iroquois. You go on all day about all the indigenous groups. The indigenous civilizations. They were states. They were a people. They were a city. They were living. Like the whole design of this matrix that we're living in right now, America, was based off what they were doing. Like you had contracts. You see what I'm saying? You had motherfuckers been making constitutions just for their states. You see what I'm saying? So they got the idea of the Constitution from us. So when the Moors betrayed us with doing Articles of Confederation and gave these motherfuckers the money and the law and helped them create the legal system, and through birth certificates they helped enslave us. Doing the Articles of Confederation, they set this program up. That's what got us fucked up. But a lot of our hoodoo conjurers seen that shit coming, and what they did was for 100 years they just worked their ring shots and magic, and that triggered the Civil War. You see what I'm saying? And that's when they went and slaughtered a lot of them slave owners. You see what I'm saying? Poisoning their ass, killing off the families, murking them motherfuckers. They said slavery didn't last that long. Slavery lasted for about 150 years, for real. Shit, and they weren't even slaves; they was prisoners of war. So they was warriors and warriors. You see what I'm saying? So them hoodoo conjurers started murking motherfuckers, taking niggas out. What y'all think happened to all the plantation houses? They'd be proud to lead them motherfuckers up, right? You would think, right? So those would be historical homes technically in their society, but most of them gone in the South. It's because a lot of them so-called slaves, which was actually just prisoners of war, rebelled on their ass, started burning down the houses like Django did. You see what I'm saying? Started fucking that shit up. Started murking them motherfuckers. See what I'm saying? So they don't believe the hype. We didn't just sit there and be slaves. We were warriors who was constantly rebelling against these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? They had to create the Emancipation Proclamation, or else half the Confederacy would be dead right now. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. There you go. We would have took the South back from them motherfuckers. They gave us another 5 years in the Civil War. So we would be running the South right now. So they couldn't have that. So that's why Abraham Lincoln produced the Emancipation Proclamation. Now, the last thing I'm gonna do is give y'all some imagery of what it is, and we'll pretty much be done here. Give y'all some images. This is just some indigenous people. It just look just like you from, so-called tribes, so-called, tribal nations that they call these days. Let's see here. Let's see. Another group at the Indigenous Peoples Conference, So they out there. So they look just like you. They look just like us. Just a few of them. Let's see here. There go the Constitution I was telling you about. And this one was for the state of Louisiana. So there you go. Reconstruct the Constitution. Let's see. Let you know that you on the walls out there in Maya. Can y'all see it? There we go. Let's see here. Let's see. Now, you got two flags here. Now these motherfuckers here are the ones that betrayed us. You know, we was fighting against these motherfuckers trying to protect our land. These Moors here, these dirty Moors with the red flag turned on us and started working for them because they wanted to live in their society and be wealthy. So a lot of these motherfuckers that was part of this tribe, the indigenous Moorish tribe, a lot of them motherfuckers would go on to betray us all down the timeline. And hell, a lot of motherfuckers joined COINTELPRO during the rebellion during the 60s and 70s. See what I'm saying? They was working for COINTELPRO to shut us down. And this is the original flag right here. You see what I'm saying? Squares and it looked like a leaf. You see what I'm saying? Upward leaf. But it really looked like an indigenous crime. You see what I'm saying? With the leaf, the pineal cone. You see what I'm saying? So these just some of the images to show y'all what it was. You know, the homies. You know, I think this one here is an indigenous. The tribes of the Chiuma Western Gate, and they in they don't have a location of where they from, but they go out. That's what they look like. And let's see here. You know, this is just some of the artwork here. What we look like. You see what I'm saying? Just what we look like back then. Just paintings of ourselves, because you know we worshipped ourselves. We didn't worship no outer deities. And of course, the turtles around the fire, teaching each other the turtle images. I thought that was a pretty cool one, breaking down the science. The chief turtle teaching the young turtles what it is, and he got a feather hooked on them. You see what I'm saying? A feather, you know, the feather represents lightheartedness, which is why a lot of indigenous people rock feathers. So that's it. Oh yeah, indigenous sister channeling her in her meditation, working with her chakras. That was pretty dope. I like that picture as well. So there y'all go. Just some idea of what we were like back then. Marquise Davis. They reminded me of the Hidden Leaf Village from Naruto. Yeah. They know who we are. We don't the ones that don't know who we are. They cause we written in they mills. Hell, shit. Turtle Island, Lemuria. We written in they mills. So they take a lot of our teachings and put them in their animes and movies and TV shows. You see what I'm saying? So, any other questions? I pretty much wrapped it up now. What's up, Brian? Any other questions before I get up out of here? Tasha Jamie, why your video stopped and dropped out of my feed and I had to search for you. You disappeared off of your friendlies. Goddamn. They're saying something there. They must didn't want you to hear this at all. Yeah, I can just activate ancient genetic codes. Yeah, this already inside of you. The turtle energy, the turtle teachings are already inside of you. Hell, shit. Like I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The turtle arts. Shell arts. You see what I'm saying? Shit, they turned them into ninjas, which I had no problem with. They combined the East with the West. So, and they got it in. So, in the World Turtle, which I think is called, like, it's like Mika something. But yeah, we had a name. One of the indigenous names for it was like Mika something. I forget it. So this is deep. Let me see here. Let me see. So yeah, this is what it is. Any other questions? Before I get up out of here. Tasha Jameson. It's okay. I'll watch the playback on YouTube. Alright, cool. Well, alright. Y'all don't have any other questions? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Y'all share this with your friends. Put the word out there. I'm Marvin Jones. It's gonna be on YouTube as well. So check out my YouTube channel, The Melon Now Order. And I'm out. Peace.